Good morning. Emmett O'Dell, 717 31st Street, Orlando. I had prepared something to say this morning, but I'm going to try to answer the commissioner's questions. But first, let me give you a little text I just got. I was watching, but somehow when public testimony began, the video stopped. That was from a county commissioner. And I answered him back, the city doesn't tape public comment. Something you might want to be aware of. Let me answer first on the legal counsel. Mr. Shepard, if you don't remember leading the Municipal Planning Board to their decision, I've got the tapes here that you're welcome and the City Commission's welcome to look at. That was definitely a led maneuver to save just the diamond. Venues. I think you guys have collected quite
Could
the
you
dossier.
direct your remarks to the council, please?
I'm sorry, quite the dossier for firing everyone in the venues area. Commissioner Gray, you asked why you would want to save Tinkerfield. Where's the revenue coming? Why would Winter Park and Rollins College have looked at building a brand new stadium there to bring the manatees into town because they were looking for a new home? The only reason they decided not to build that had nothing to do with revenue, but because the city of Winter Park was listening to their citizens and didn't build it because the citizens didn't want the parking issues. If they're seeing fit that they could bring the manatees there and make money, why is the city of Orlando not trying to do the same thing? Commissioner Stewart, our mission, the people that are saving Tinkerfield, has never been for saving the stands at Tinkerfield. It was saving Tinkerfield. We knew after the sideline was cut off by the pedestrian area that you wanted that it couldn't be played on as it is. The field has to be slightly rotated and played north to south. There's plenty of land to do that. So we never were for saving the stands. It was the field that's where the history was. I made this very same statement to the Historic Preservation Board, and in their insight and everything, they came back to me and said, the reason we want to protect it all is that way we have any say-so over how the stands would be done in the future, so it would be done in an appropriate way to celebrate history. So I commend them on thinking about that out front. Commissioner Sheehan, you brought some very good points up. If any of this had been vetted in the public back in 2006, 2007, when the master plans were being looked at this, we wouldn't be here today. This was just a side note that was given at a destruction party for the lower portion of the Citrus Bowl. Even the idea of a city having a destruction party just fathoms me. But that was when we all learned about Tinkerfield. Okay? Some things I want to mention. We hear about malfeasance and what's going on with Tinkerfield. Let's talk about some more. Let's start with Woolworths and McCory's. Let's talk about the Eola 5. Then we've got Tinkerfield. Then we've got the round building across the street that sits on the DPAC. Let's get rid of it because it's in bad repair too. The next we're going to be hearing about from you guys is going to be the Lake Ivanhoe Community Center. We've already had that moved to giving that to the ballet. Next is going to be the old OUC building on Lake Ivanhoe. We're going to hear how that's full of mold. We got to destroy it. Let's build a parking lot there. And I don't think it'll be too many years before I will be here talking to you guys about the Bob Carr, the old Orlando Municipal Auditorium. Have we already started with the neglect there of not maintaining it? Has that already started? When is it going to stop? This has gotten bigger than just Tinkerfield. This has gotten to the point of not even looking at what the citizens or the history of this area is about. I'm hoping this afternoon that you guys will look at saving Tinkerfield, all of Tinkerfield. Not a little piece of it, not a little piece of clay, but all of Tinkerfield. Thank you.
Commissioner Hill.
Emmett, I had a question for you. Excuse me. Did I just hear you say, because I just want to be clear on my thinking, Did I hear you say that the stadiums wasn't your concern now today, that even myself finding out that the whole field will be landmarked, that was okay with you or not?
What I said was, the Saving Tinkerfield group has never been trying to save the stands. We wanted to save the field, the piece of property that still exists there, so it could be a playable field in the future. The Ripken Foundation has offered, not the foundation, but Ripken Designs offered plans to the city on how it could be usable, and that was ignored from the venues department. I believe Mayor Dyer was in on the beginning of that meeting.
Okay, I'm just trying to get clarity as far
It's
as
saving the field.
the field.
Saving
That's
Tinkerfield.
their
No
own
one ever said
application.
saving Tinkerfield stands. It's saving Tinkerfield. All of Tinkerfield. Does that answer?
Yeah, thank you.